Well, hello. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not up because I have FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. It's not that at all. I'm up because it's raining outside, and I think most people like sleeping through that kind of stuff. It feels good, they like the sound of it, but I really don't. And even when I want to sleep through a storm or sleep through the rain, I never do. And I hate that. I want to be one of those people that can just sleep through it, miss it. But I don't know. I guess I've had a couple of scary storms times in my life, so I always feel a little nervous. But, it's something that I got to work on. So I figured since I was up that I might as well do a video, but I wanted to show you guys so you know I'm telling the truth. Look at what it's, see if you can hear the thunder. So I don't think I've ever had the strong fear of missing out like some people do. Sometimes I want to miss out, to be truthful. But I started thinking about, who has that fear? Like, what does that really mean? I think that's what social media is all about. That whole big explosion is all about. Is they want to be in the know. They want to be. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be a part of something. And I think sometimes so many aspects of social media make people feel like they're missing out when they see people on these fabulous vacations or uh, parties or whatever it is that they have going on. It can make people feel like they don't have what other people have. So I think it can evoke envy, jealousy, but it can also make people feel depressed, anxious, like they need to do more to get more. And it can be kind of triggering. But I kept thinking, like, what types of people would really have a strong fear of missing out? And I started thinking about the Enneagram, and I thought Enneagram threes might have a really strong feeling of missing out. I think some threes want to be part of everything. They don't, with friends, why didn't you invite me to that? I wanted to be part of that too. And they have to maximize every opportunity to take advantage of any situation to work harder or achieve more. They're called the achievers. They have FOMO and they want to be productive. They have a very, very strong need to be productive, to achieve. They want to be successful, and they'll do anything to avoid failure. So, at their worst, they could be pretentious, narcissistic, vain, superficial. They can become very, very competitive. And believe it or not, I've seen that competitive side. I think SPs and Myers Briggs, people who are sensors and perceivers, they can have a competitiveness about them anyway. So you tack Enneagram 3 on top of that, and they're going to be Energizer Bunny level, trying to be everything and be the smartest and the best and doing the most. And I think that could be triggering at times to maybe even friends who feel like, relax a little bit. Let's just enjoy. Like everything is not a competition here, but it's not a total bad thing either. I mean, I think they do a lot for the workplace. They do a lot for our world because they have that strong drive to achieve. So at their best, they are positive, optimistic, very efficient. They are self starters, so they don't have to be pushed like some people. And they're going to be quite energetic, and they can also be very practical about things. Threes on the Enneagram might also have the love language words of affirmation. They like being affirmed. So if you are friends or you're in a relationship with a three, you want to give them praise. You want to tell them how proud you are of them. They get energized by that, and they don't want to be around too much negative energy, because it's hard to accomplish things when you just have this negative shadow everywhere. So they want to avoid that. They like to work, so when they are in work mode, that's the frame of mind that they want to stay in. So you might not want to yank them out of that. They want their environment to be peaceful. They don't want you to be too judgy, too critical with them. That could be really frustrating. And it's the opposite of what they're trying to do, which is to accomplish. So if you're too harsh with them, then that can be tough. I think if you're in a romantic relationship with them, the challenge at times could be that work might come before you. Ooh, did you hear that? A lot of thunder. So they're not self-centered so much in the sense of like, they may be, you might not always know what's really going on with them, because they're not going to be as into their personal lives as much as other people might be, as far as like sharing. Now, they could be a little braggadocious at times, kind of touting some of the things that they do, but not necessarily. A lot of times they can also be very quite quite humble. They just want to get the job done, and they're not going to let anything, not even feeling sick, hold them back. They don't understand how people can get bored so easily, because they feel like there's always something to do. They can always invent something. And they are providers. They're great providers for their families. They like working with important people, people who they feel are competent. They're the type of people that are, they like being in the know. They like making connections. That's one of the things that makes you know, oh, okay, that person is a three, because they're usually going to be telling you about this person they know, that person they know. And they're going to come across as confident, maybe a little bit arrogant, but they want to make lots of connections. So they may name drop. If it gets really out of control, they start name dropping everything. They don't mind working overtime. They may make schedules and to-do lists for themselves, and they're always busy doing something. But they like that. That is them. They really enjoy that feeling. And sometimes I think I probably have the three wing. I am not the three. Sometimes it feels like I have a ton to do, and like I'm all constantly doing something nonstop, but I don't enjoy it. It's, I know that sounds so strange. It's almost like, I think for me, it feels like I kind of have a personal mission. Like, I want to help people. I have knowledge in some areas, so I feel a strong need to share it. But as far as like, oh my gosh, like pay attention to me, or I just want to be, noticed or somebody, I don't really feel that. I don't feel like I think threes really enjoy that super extra. I'm working super hard. I feel like mine is, I have very little time to devote to things that I feel are important and meaningful in this life. And so I have to maximize that time, but I don't enjoy feeling like that. like that 3 feeling of go, 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 do this, make this happen, make that. That it feels terrible, really. But 3s love that, they enjoy that busyness, that constant thing, having things to do. They like having financial security that's important to them. They don't want to see jobs undone. If they do, they can make it happen. And they tend to put work before other things. So I hope this helps someone out there. If you're a 3, to understand yourself a little better. If you have FOMO, don't worry, you're not really missing out on anything. Some things in social media are an illusion. So just enjoy your life, be you, whoever that is, and just enjoy yourself, even if that's sitting at home reading a book. If that makes you happy, then do that. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Do you? All right, well, I think I'm gonna try to go back to sleep. It sounds like it's quieting down a little bit out there, so I feel really tired. All right, guys. Well, if you want to see more videos like this, let me know by liking it. Make sure you subscribe and share with other people. All right, take care and have a good rest of your day. And if it's raining out there right now when you're watching the video, let me know. I'm curious. Bye.